Now, in other news, in efforts to avoid supply chain disruptions and the increased risk of food shortages, global frozen foods distributor Hume International is calling for a state of emergency concession at the Gqeberha Port in the Eastern Cape. A lack of capacity and inspectors there mean that a limited amount of containers are unpacked daily at the Nelson Mandela Bay-based port. This inevitably means that demand could outstrip supply. Well, Roy Thomas is the operation director at Hume International, joining us now live to discuss this matter further. Roy, good afternoon, and thank you very much for your time. How bad is the situation in the Gqeberha Port? We understand there's more pressure now after what happened in Durban due to the floods.
Correct, sir. Currently, the situation across the ports in South Africa is that the operational constraints mean that the flow of product through the ports into import-approved cold stores is severely constrained, and obviously this is going to have supply chain impacts down the line.
So is there kind of a license that says you can only unpack so much per day?
According to the veterinary department, currently in Port Elizabeth, we are limited to unpack 7 containers per day. However, across the seaports in Durban and Cape Town, the cold store facilities in those ports are able to unpack almost unlimited number of containers, provided that the VPN, which governs the unpacking of these containers, is adhered to. And this obviously places Gqeberha at a severe disadvantage.
Yeah, I mean, you as Hume International, you import quite a lot of food, of frozen foods, and South Africans are big consumers of such. So what are you trying to do to resolve this? And if you don't, what's the impact of this situation going forward?
We have actively been engaging with the Department of Agriculture, well, attempting to engage. Last year during the riots, the department allowed us a concession that the number of unpacks were increased on a day-to-day basis, and this allowed us to then obviously meet the demand of the local market by enabling us to enhance the supply chain through the port of Gqeberha. We are hoping that with engagement with the apologies.
Yeah, okay, carry on.
We are hoping that the engagement that we have with the department will allow us for this concession to be reinstated, to allow us to assist in essence, bringing food to the market.
Yeah, so you guys are big importers of food products as Hume International. Just give us a sense of the numbers there.
Well, currently we import approximately 180 million kilograms of food, which is predominantly destined for the lower LSM market, and as such forms a staple part of the diet of South Africans.
Now, if this situation that you are asking for, what a state of emergency concession, so you want the government to give you a concession that you can operate as if the port is under a state of emergency, therefore relax the restrictions a bit. Am I wrong?
That is correct, sir, 100%.
Yeah, and that will then enable you to what? Would you double or triple the amount of the stuff you are able to unpack daily in Gqeberha?
We would quite easily be able to triple the capacity in the port of Gqeberha.
Okay, so where are you at now in those engagements, and are you hopeful that you might get a positive answer soon?
Unfortunately, despite numerous attempts to engage with the department, to date we have not received any feedback in terms of them opening the communication channels in order to actually consider our request.
Yeah, should consumers brace themselves for reduced frozen foods products in the market in the next few months if this situation pertains?
Most definitely. Current situations in Durban are under severe constraints due to infrastructure damages from the floods. And as such, the movement of product through that port is also very slow. Currently, there are hundreds of containers that are not making it into cold storage facilities, and as such, the supply chain is severely constrained, and this will have far-reaching consequences in terms of driving up prices, because the input costs would obviously increase while these products are unable to reach the final market.
There'll be product shortage, and then the prices will go up unless this is sorted out. Hopefully, somebody in the Department of Agriculture will listen to your concerns and help you fix it. Thank you very much. Roy Thomas from Hume International. He's the Operation Director there.